in here is something I'm really excited about. I'm gonna show you. It's a shirt. Oh, check it out. Ooh, it's really staticky. Non-elite. Another YouTuber makes this. A guy named Kafuzi. You should check him out. So I started ordering a few other YouTubers merch because I want to support other running YouTubers that are doing awesome stuff, and Kafuzi is definitely one of them. So happy to support him. Let's see here. Wow, I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Feels good. All right, so I want to talk about what is going on tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing my running test to determine the zones that I'm going to use throughout the rest of the season. It's going to be the starting point for all the zones. And hopefully, I'm filming this by sunlight right now, so hopefully the light doesn't change too much, because that would be really annoying. Why is there so much dust floating around in here? This test is going to determine my zones for my heart rate. It's going to determine my power zones and my pace or speed zones. And it's all done in the same test. I would definitely recommend doing this test so that you can have a good place to start, so you can have your zones planned out so that you can know exactly what you're doing during each workout. All right, so what in the world is this test that I'm doing? It's actually really, really simple. You start off, it's best to do it at a track, but you start off with a little bit of a warm up, and then you hit your lap button on your watch when you feel like you're really warmed up, and then you're gonna do a 30-minute time trial. You really don't want to do it in a race. You don't want to do it with other people. You want to do it by yourself, best at a track, so that you can cancel out any wind by going in every different direction. So then once you're 10 minutes into this 30-minute interval, you hit your lap button, and then you just keep going. Finish the 30 minutes, do a cool down, call it a day, make sure it saves on your watch, you're good. So then you go home and you load it into Training Peaks or whatever software you use, and you're gonna take the last 20 minutes of that 30-minute interval. And if you can create a lap in the software, great. If your watch already did that, perfect. But you wanna isolate that data only. Then you're gonna look at your average heart rate, whatever that is now your lactate threshold heart rate. You're gonna look at your average pace, and whatever that is, that's now your functional threshold pace. And if you were able to record your power, you're gonna look at your average power for that 20-minute segment as well, and that is now your functional threshold power. So you have those three numbers, and then you just enter those three numbers into Training Peaks and your profile, and it does all the work for you, and it figures out your zones for you. If you don't use Training Peaks and you need to use a calculator and math and stuff, I'll link an article down below that will help out with that. But now you have your zones, and now you can actually target your workouts better. So you can go out for a zone 2 run, or you can go out for some intervals and hit zone 4 back to zone 2. You can stay away from kind of a lot of training in that zone 3 because that's typically not super helpful if you put a ton of your time there. And over time, you can track all of your data and make sure that you're putting in the right amount of time in each zone for whatever goal you have, for whatever race you have. And your data is going to look a lot different if you're training for a 5K versus a 100-miler. The other reason why it's really important to do a test like this and set up your zones before your season starts is because if you use an app like Training Peaks, Strava calls it the stress score, but it's pretty much all similar. And the chart that I show a lot of times, the performance management chart that shows the chronic training load going up and going down, like that's where all this information is going. So doing this test at the beginning of the season is incredibly important because it's going to inform all of your decisions moving forward if you look at the data. And if this stuff sounds boring to you and you don't like digging into the data, this is probably not for you, and that's fine. We're all different. Some people really like getting into this information, getting into this data. Some people are really encouraged by it. Some people, it helps them stay on track. But there's a lot of people on my channel that are really new to the sport. I coach a lot of new runners, and having information and resources like this goes a long way to helping improve you as an overall runner. All that said, we are all unique people, unique runners. We respond to different things, we enjoy different things, and that's fine. How do you guys like this sun coming through the window? It's not very professional, huh? But anyway, tomorrow I'm gonna do this test and I'm gonna take you guys along, show you a little bit of the warm-up, show you the whole process of getting the test done, what it looks like, what it feels like, and then afterwards we're gonna look at the data and I'll show you what my zones are and how I'm gonna plan my season based off of that. So stick around for that one. Hopefully I'll post that video tomorrow, but until then, hope you guys are doing well, staying safe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.